Hey everyone, Todd McFarlane here from McFarlane Toys. Today's subject, how to make your governor's room even cooler than what it is in the box here. Now look at, I think we did a pretty good job. I thought we brought it to a certain level, but one of the things that I wanted to leave was so that you could do some customizing with your own sets, because I don't know what scenes you actually want to play and how you want to make it come out. So let's just talk about a couple of easy things here. There's a couple of the pieces that have a little bit of a stud on it, right here. These little studs are meant for two purposes. Number one, that you can put some of your furniture in there, right? So if you've got your wicker basket, you've got your lamp in there, you don't want somebody to knock them over, you can turn it sideways, it doesn't fall. You want to put a figure on the stud. You can put the figures wherever you want, and whether you got Michonne, maybe Andrea, some of the figures we got coming out, then if they're on there, they don't fall over. You can bounce them around, they're gonna get stuck on there. So you can move them around, using them however you want. If you don't want to use any of the ones with the studs, put it on the side, on the back wall over here, and most of it will be hidden on the back side of the cell door there. You've got a little tiny chair here with the governor. Make sure you don't lose these tiny little footers, these little leg pegs on the bottom. If you lose one of them, look what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to rock like this. Remember that last time you went out and you sat in that chair at the bar or at the restaurant, right? And it drove you crazy, it ruined your entire evening, right? Or that table, every time you leaned on with your elbow, it went like that. You had to get some matches or something to put underneath it to make it not wobble. This is actually how the governor went crazy. So they haven't given the origin of it, but I suspect it was because he was sitting in a chair, he lost one of his little legs, and he, over time, was rocking in that chair, and he didn't want to do, and he just went crazy. And that's why he stares at fish tanks right now. And we don't want you to do the same thing. So make sure you don't lose that piece. Here's the other part, ladies. Let's do some painting. Look at, go get some brushes, go get some paint. Where do you get some paint? Look at, it's Halloween right now. Go to your local Halloween store. They've got gel blood, they've got thick blood, they've got thin blood. You take a little bit of the blood, you squeeze it in here, you dip it into your thing, and you get a little bit of a brush, and you come up in here and you go, where could I add some blood that would be really kind of cool? There's a couple different ways to add blood. If you don't have a brush, go get a Q-tip. If you don't have a Q-tip, go find a cotton ball. If you don't have a cotton ball, go get a paper towel. If you don't have a paper towel, go get a rag. There's something that you can use to basically wound up, ball up, so that you can actually dip it in the red. For me, the two places that I thought looked really cool is if you actually get the bucket of chum, it has the body parts in it, and if you actually take a couple of your planks and you put it and you smear some blood around it so that it's bigger than the bucket, the piece of bloody bucket chum, and you put it up in here, then what happens when you put this on top of it, it looks like that it actually got smeared out a little bit instead of it just being confined to the plastic piece. The other place that looks really cool, and I'll remove this right here, is if you think that there's a lot of blood that they've been feeding Penny, some body parts, and that door swings open and closed, open and closed, open and closed, there should be a smear that's happening right in here. So just like if you were going to a doghouse that you were feeding, raw steaks to, if you actually add some of your blood in here, again, using whatever you want, and you get the blood around here, it looks really cool. If you take Penny and you put a little bit of blood on the bottom of her feet, and you actually walk her a couple of times like this, you can actually get some blood steps. So it looks like she walked through the blood and she's coming to her dad, the governor, on there. And then the other thing you can do is you can take the door that is in here. We've got one right here. You can take your black ink right here, take some black ink, put it in some little water, make sure that it's thin. You don't want to use black ink. Mix it with some water, come in with your brush and move it around, or take your dabber and put it around here, whether it's your cotton ball or your Q-tip or whether it's your rag, and do it that way. If you go, Todd, I'm not an artist, I don't really know how to do it, then what you can do is add your ink to a plastic bag, a little lunch bag, put a little couple of pieces of paper in there, or put a couple pieces of rag, take your door, put it in, seal it, shake it around, and randomly, you don't even have to be an artist, you shake it around, and lo and behold, after 20, 30 seconds, you pull it out, and it's gonna look way cooler than what it was when you put it in there. It's gonna look like you aged it about maybe 10, 15 years. You put it on there and it's gonna look really cool. Here's what I'm looking for. Look, you guys can do and mess with this all you want, I do. I'm looking for all you guys to customize your product. Once you've done something that you think is really wicked and really cool, take a photo, send it to us. We're putting it up on our website. I want to have literally a whole gallery of pictures from all of my fans out there that are doing all this cool stuff that I just look at and I go, duh, I wish we had done that. So please go out there, take it. This is essentially your canvas. Paint it any way you want. Send it to us. We're looking forward to it. And as always, keep it real. See you next time. Todd McFarlane.